Hey guys, Wet Movie 1 back here again, and it's time to go hoard up. Are you guys ready? I know I sure am. Deep Blue Sea Part 2 comes out today on Blu-ray and DVD, along with The Commuter, starring Liam Neeson, and a handful of other things like The Post, starring Tom Hanks, and there's one movie that gets released today on Blu-ray. I don't think I'm going to see it in the stores, so I already pre-ordered it on Amazon like a month or so ago. But that is the new special edition of Camp Nowhere, starring Christopher Lloyd and Andrew Keegan and a whole bunch of other cool people. I already have the one that came out by Mill Creek right here, signed by Andrew Keegan and stuff. But like Andrew, when I talked to him a couple weeks ago, he didn't even know there was a special edition of it. So I don't even know what kind of special features they could have, on this new Blu-ray that's released today. But let's head on out to the stores, see what kind of fun stuff we can find today. But before I go, make sure you guys check out my last video I made, going to Monsterpalooza, hanging out with Sean Cool Duder Phillips, and, hanging out with Danny Trejo.
Everybody on three, yo, machete. One, two, three. Machete!
Yeah, we got cool. That's what I'm talking about, man. Getting to talk to Daniel Harris, and the one, the only, Pam Grier. We're now rocking out over here at Monsterpalooza. How you doing?
Are you still rocking?
We're rocking. Come on now, we can rock it.
Look at you. He got bust a move right on here.
That's how I do it. I got groove.
He's doing the Cabbage Patch.
Yeah. Come on. Whoa. Hey. Come on, you guys gotta check out that video. Link will be in the description box of this video. Make sure you guys watch that one after this. And also guys, stay tuned to the end of this video for some DVD and Blu-ray reviews. Let's head on out. Alright everyone, at my first destination of the day, the local Goodwill. Let's head up in there and see if they have anything cool. Well guys, in Goodwill right now, and I came across something really cool and like holy shit kind of thing. I just came across the My So-Called Life complete series set right here. I already own my So-Called Life, but this is the complete series set put out by Shout Factory, and it's going for only $4.99 right here. This one may have like different special features on it than the other one and stuff, but like I remember loving this show with Claire Danes and everything. Like how often do you see that in a Goodwill? Like I can't check the discs because they have like it taped up right here, but if the discs are in good condition, Well guys, they just pulled out these cards from the back and stuff, and it looks like there's some movies over here, because in the movie section itself, there's not really much else to show or talk about. So let's see if they have anything else kind of cool or different in here. You don't normally see dinosaurs that often in Goodwills and stuff like that. I already have the first 4 seasons of this one on DVD over here. But that's a great show to come across and stuff for you collectors out there. At my next destination of the day, the local Best Buy. Let's get up in there. Well guys, in Best Buy right now, taking a look at the new release rack that they have over here. Proud Mary was last week along with Braven. I didn't do a hoarding up video last week. I was on vacation and everything like that, meeting Christina Ricci and stuff. But here's one of the movies that came out today, which I'll be talking about at the end of this video right here. Liam Neeson in The Commuter. This is sort of kind of like Taken on a Train, if you want to say it that way. But I'll let you guys know what I thought about that one at the end of this one. And of course Meryl Streep and Tom Hanks in The Post on all 3 different formats today, 4K and stuff. I heard good things about this one. I don't know, but that's like those are the 2 main things that came out today. And I think this show called Genius was another thing that came out today from the National Geographic channel. And I almost forgot, this is the other one that came out today, guys. Deep Blue Sea 2. I believe this is like a direct to DVD sequel that may have been on television, but I'm not 100% sure. I may be most likely getting a review copy of this one sometime this week. But as soon as I do, I'll definitely let you guys know my thoughts on this one, because I did love the original one that came out. It's stupid, but like in a fun way, because you have like Samuel Jackson in the original one. But like I always love crazy shark movies, and like stupid stuff like this is I like. Well, at my next destination of the day, the local Walmart. Well guys, in Walmart right now, they do have a display over here for The Post if you guys want to get your DVDs. It doesn't look like they have any of like the 4Ks or the Blu-rays for that film over here. But they also have a display for the Commuter over here where they don't have any copies. Did they sell out already? Alright everyone, now in the movie section over here at Walmart, and some of the other things that came out today was the Elimination Chamber and Fastlane. This is the double pack of WWE events. I believe this was released today. Of course, the TV show Genius that we talked about at Best Buy a little while ago, and the show called Claws, the complete first season here. This show right here, my mom's going to be talking about in just a few moments here in this video, but I haven't seen an episode in my life yet, but my mom watched the whole first season of this already, so we'll get her opinion on this one in a little while. But that's all I'm really seeing over here at Walmart today. Definitely not a big release week, just those two main ones that you guys saw up front. Well guys, there's this new thrift store that's in town right now called Wimby's Resale. I'm gonna go on there and see if they have any DVDs or Blu-rays, so let's head on in. Alright guys, in Wimby's right now. Never been in here before, and it looks like they have like a nice little section of like DVDs and stuff like all throughout here and everything. So I'm gonna look through here and see if I find anything cool. And here's something Fluffy was talking about in one of his recent videos called Rat Race. This is kind of like a Mad World, but like, for the early 2000s. I really like this one. If you guys have never seen it before, I really recommend you guys check this one out. It has like a bunch of really cool people, Seth Green, Whoopi Goldberg, a bunch of really cool people. I recommend checking that one out. And I believe at one point, I could be wrong, this one might have been out of print. I don't know. Is it? The original Deep Blue Sea, they came out. This is like the very first movie I actually bought on DVD back in the day, the very first Deep Blue Sea. And Deep Blue Sea 2 came out today. And of course, is the old snapper case. If you guys don't know what snapper case is like the ones that open up from the side like that, and you open up like that, kind of thing. Old snapper cases and things. But yeah, man, they have that one here, and not a whole lot of like other stuff. But every time I see like these thin case ones like I've talked about in the past, I always try to like look them up, see if they're worth anything. But the ones they do have here are all like scratched up and things. Off to the next destination of the day, and maybe the last. Hope of the Valley thrift store. Let's head on in the Valley of the Hope thrift store right now, taking a look at some of their DVDs and stuff that they have over here. I've been looking through here for a while. They do have some seasons of Smallville, which you kind of sort of see at a lot of the thrift stores these days. A lot of Smallville seasons, $5 a season. Seems a little bit kind of high for these ones. Sometimes I see them for $1.99, like $2.99, $1.99 for the seasons. And here's another series of a show that you usually see at thrift stores a lot, Sex in the City and things. So that's $2.99. But why is Smallville that? I know it's probably a better show, but like, I don't know. There should be $2.99. But just looking through here, seeing the kind of stuff that they have, and ooh, Rookie of the Year. Oh yeah, I got the same DVD autographed by Thomas Ian Nicholas. Hopefully one day this movie will get like a Blu-ray treatment or something. Who knows? Maybe this one or Little Big League and stuff like that. But just going through here, just trying to see what they got. Well guys, just got out of Hope of the Valley. Let's head on home and I'll show you guys what I hoarded up on today. Well guys, I'm back home now from hoarding up. About to show you guys the loot I picked up today. I got a big old bag of stuff. But earlier, right before I left my house, I got a copy of the new Tremors movie, Tremors 5. I think it's Tremors 5, right? 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, maybe? Tremors 6. It's called Tremors Cold Day in Hell. I got it to review. I'll be talking about this one probably next week in the next Hoarding Up video. But let's get on over to the loot I got over here at all these different thrift stores and stuff that I went to today. Like I said earlier, 2 of the thrift stores I went to, they're new ones in town. And I just didn't feel comfortable enough filming in there. I just wanted to get to know the people and say, hey, how you doing? And everything like that before I just like bust out my camera and stuff. But one of the things I got was at the local pawn shop, and it goes for like $30 online or so. And there was I got like 4 of these items for $10. So this was one of them. It's Sports Night, the complete series here on DVD. Has all 3 seasons in there. So I got that thing, and I got these ones right here. So I got Sports Night, an Eddie Guerrero story. It's a documentary on Eddie Guerrero. And it was called Ginger Snaps Back in the Beginning, right here on DVD at the pawn shop. Also, Face Off and Snake Eyes double feature here on Blu-ray. I pretty much got it for Snake Eyes because I have Face Off on Blu-ray already, but I just don't have Snake Eyes on Blu-ray. And I got the Ghostbusters soundtrack. This is the one Paul Feig directed, you know, with the girls in it. This is the girls' soundtrack. But I got all those ones right here for $10 at the pawn shop right here. And I'm gonna see if I can maybe flip, you know, Sports Night on my, you know, Amazon page to, you know, make a little extra cash right there. But also, I went on over to my local Goodwill, and I was happy to find this because it's something that I keep seeing in stores throughout the years, and I don't know if it's gonna be like super preachy or you know, super Christiany or whatever, because it stars Kirk Cameron, and this set right here, brand new, goes for like what, $15 to $25 online, and this is brand new for $1.99. It has the Left Behind series here on DVD. It has all 3 of the films in there. I'm probably gonna open this up sooner or later and watch them. See, this is the last thing I picked up today. I got this one at the Goodwill, and it was what, $4.99 or something like that. And I was kind of disappointed because one of the discs has a couple little scratches on it, but I already have the other set that originally came out. But this is the new Shout Factory edition. This is the My So Called Life, the complete series right here. It kind of opens up, you know, like a little book a little bit, and that's my receipt right there. But you know, it has like all the discs and different little, you know, pamphlets and stuff. It has a bunch of new special features on it that I don't think I've seen before. Hopefully they're new ones, not like the same ones that are on there. But for the price that I saw it for, I'm just like, you know what? I gotta get up on this one. I already have the soundtrack to this show and everything. But that's all the stuff I hoarded up on today for this video. This is just a bunch, you know, a bunch of little hoardings here. Some of which I'm gonna try to flip online, and others I'm just gonna keep for myself. But guys, it's time for some DVD and Blu-ray reviews. Mom, take it away.
Hi, I just have one thing for you today, and it's my favorite, of course, episodic television. And this is from Warner Brothers that I got for free to review, and it's called Claws. And it stars, Niecy Nash. You might remember her from Reno 911, or she also had like a home remodel or home organizing type show. But I like her very much. She's very good. And this particular story revolves around ladies who run a nail salon. Niecy Nash stars as, I believe the character name is Dina. And they, like I say, own and work in a nail salon. However, they also work for the Florida mob, laundering money and so forth. Well, she's trying to get out of it, and unfortunately things happen and it just gets deeper and deeper. But the thing about me, I don't know, I'm stupid. Yes, I liked it. It was kind of a, you know, mystery crime sort of whatever type thing. However, since it's based on, you know, people who do nails, oh my God, sorry ladies or guys. I would just really, I mean, I like the story, but every episode I'm just looking at those nails, because, not that you could tell from mine now, but oh my goodness, you know, I'm looking at it going, ooh, I want that one, and that one, ooh, and I want that one right there, ooh, look how they did that, I want that. So, if any of you were, you know, mani-pedi freaks, you might like to watch this anyway, even if you maybe don't like episodic television, because the nails that are in this, and if you're into that, are really, really cool. And to me, I know there's more characters in here that you may know. However, there's one in here that I went, oh my gosh, haven't seen him since I believe the show was called Breaking Bad. So, if you want to know who that is, pick up a copy of Claws. Actually, it's pretty good. Thanks. Back to Brendan.
Alright, thanks Mom for your reviews. Now on to mine. I got a nice stack of stuff here to talk to you guys about today. The first one up I got for free to review from Warner Brothers, and that is Paddington 2 here on Blu-ray. I really kind of liked the first one when it came out a few years ago, but this one right here picks up a little while later. Paddington is still living with the Brown family, and he wants to get a very special gift for a very special lady, part of this family, because this lady always wanted to go to London. So Paddington's going to different little shops around town and comes across this really cool old book of London, like an old pop-up book, and then it gets stolen. Very, very, very bad man. And as Paddington is trying to do anything he can to get it back. I found this story to be really lovely. It's just one of those movies, it's just, fun and nice for the whole family to watch. Like, I like what's it called? The animation or whatever you want to call it of Paddington, or the way they do his character in here. It looks really cool. Like, we wouldn't have had cool looking movies like this, when I was growing up back in the 80s. And we did. But I'm talking about like special effect wise and all that kind of stuff. But Hugh Grant in this movie did a very good job playing the bad guy in this one. But on this Blu-ray right here, we get a making of Paddington, and of course, your stuff like interviews with the cast and crew and things like that. But if you're a fan of Paddington, because I remember growing up as a kid and my mom like reading me stories, my grandma reading me stories, the Paddington Bear stories and things like that, and even Corduroy. I remember back in the day was another kid story book that my mom used to read me. I think Corduroy is like another bear story, right? Am I wrong? Like that, and of course Babar and things. But like this is just like a character from my childhood, and when I found out that they're making another one, I'm like, I have to check this one out. But if you're, if you guys have a family, I recommend you guys check this one out. Actually, even if you don't have a family, it's just a nice little, sweet family film. I really did enjoy it. But that's Paddington 2 here on Blu-ray. And the next couple up here are from Arrow Video US. This first one up right here is really kind of cool because I haven't watched this one in a long time. And that is the new edition of Killer Klowns from Outer Space with a cool new, cover right here that kind of shines. I kind of dig it. But it's pretty much about aliens that come down that are, dressed as clowns and, terrorizing people. But it's made by the Kyoto brothers who were at Monsterpalooza this weekend. I was thinking about bringing this to get it signed and stuff, but I just didn't have a whole lot of money to be like, yo, I need your autograph. You know what I mean? If I want to get an autograph, I don't want to have to pay for it if I don't have to, kind of thing. But but this one right here has a new 4K restoration of the film in here. It looks very nice here on Blu-ray. The grain is intact in a nice way. The audio is really solid in here. Of course, you get archival audio commentary by the Kyoto brothers, making of special featurettes, interviews with some of the cast and crew, special effects, makeup artists, just a whole bunch of really cool special features on here. It's like a bunch of them right here. But of course, you open this thing up, right? You open this up and you get new little artwork and different things. It looks really, I don't know, man. I always I've always liked this movie, and of course you get a poster in here. I'm not gonna unfold it. Not a poster, but a whole bunch of just wait, is it a poster? I forgot. No. Just a little booklet on the making of the movie and different things which I think is cool. I thought it was a poster for some reason. It looked like it was a fold out kind of thing, and it even has the old artwork that I remember, as a kid on the video store shelves and stuff. I know I like that stuff when this company does that. It's really, really cool. But that's Killer Klowns from Outer Space. If you're a fan of the film, this is the best it's ever looked on Blu-ray. Hopefully one day maybe we'll get a 4K release of this movie. But this is just really kind of cool. And next up over here is another one from Arrow Video US, starring Sam Neill. And I believe this is his second movie, or it's not his very first movie, but it's one of his earlier movies that he did. I think it's one of his first ones that he did when he's top billed in the film, and that is called Sleeping Dogs here on Blu-ray. I've never seen this film before in my life until I got this one here. And it's pretty much about Sam Neill's character, who is being framed by the government and trying to, get away from all this craziness that is happening. And it's kind of like I was watching Rambo a little bit. You know what I mean? It kind of has that kind of element to it. It's just him getting away and stuff, and then people shit goes down for him right here. But on this Blu-ray right here, you get a 1080p transfer of the film, a 2.0 audio track. You also get some interviews with commentaries and things like that, making of featurettes on here. But the picture quality on this one is not as amazing as like Killer Klowns was. By any means, it looked kind of soft. You know what I mean? Like some scenes had some nice detail to them, but it kind of felt like it was like a soft image. You know what I mean? But like that, sometimes it's just the way it was. It may have been filmed. If you know what I mean. You know what I mean? Like the kind of film that they used. Maybe, I don't know. It just didn't feel like Blu-ray status in my opinion here. But it was kind of cool seeing it for the very first times. Sleeping Dogs. Here on Blu-ray. And the next up over here is another one from the Herschel Gordon Lewis Feast set that came out. Herschel Gordon Lewis, the guy that directed the movie Blood Feast and stuff. There was like a big box set that came out and kind of looked like a big cereal box. But this is like another one that came out called 2000 Maniacs. Here on Blu-ray. This is one of his crazy works that came out after the original Blood Feast. I actually have an interview with Herschel Gordon Lewis from a long time ago here on my YouTube channel. He's always been one of my favorite directors. Growing up as a kid, watching gore films and stuff, because he's the godfather of gore, and it's pretty much about these group of tourists, going to like a southern town, and whoops, bad shit happens because these southern boys and girls are doing all sorts of crazy stuff when they're down there, and it's just the shit that happens to these tourists when they go down there. And of course, this movie's spun off to its own like remake called 2001 Maniacs that stars like Lynn Shay and Robert Englund and stuff. That I have that one also. But this one right here looks really nice on Blu-ray. You get Herschel Gordon Lewis interviews in here, commentary tracks, a whole bunch of just really awesome special features, especially if you're a fan of Herschel Gordon Lewis. Definitely got to check this one out if you didn't get that big box set yet. But that's 2000 Maniacs here on Blu-ray. And next up over here is from Universal, and that is a film starring Gerard Butler, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson, and of course O'Shea Jackson Jr., and that is Den of Thieves here on Blu-ray. This is about a group of bank thieves in Los Angeles, going out there trying to rob banks and armored cars and things, and it's also about a cop and his posse of other police officers trying to take down the bank robbers, and it's just the back and forth and the hunt to try to do so. It kind of felt like a movie I've seen hundreds of times before. You know what I mean? Like it kind of sort of felt generic. The acting in here was pretty decent by the cast members in here, like Gerard Butler was playing like a crazy cop, like doing weird crazy stuff that cops these days seem like they do in the news. You know what I mean? But this one right here, it was just kind of like okay, nothing super super special. If it has decent action scenes in here, but this doesn't seem like it's one of those ones I'm going to be watching over and over again by any means, if you know what I'm talking about. It's one of those ones if you see at a Redbox or like video on demand or something, you would want to check out. But on here it has a making of featurette in here, and Into the Den, like talking to the cast and crew and stuff. That was kind of interesting, because I really like what's his name, Ice Cube's son. I think he's doing pretty well for himself ever since he played his father and Straight Outta Compton. I think he has a nice career ahead of him. And next up over here is from Paramount. I'm very happy about this. I got this one a couple weeks ago, and that is Grease, the 40th anniversary edition here on 4K. I don't need to get into the story of this one. It's just one of my favorite musicals of all time, and it looks nice. Really nice here on the 4K format. It has all of the special features that were on previous editions of this film on DVD and stuff, like the 25th anniversary reunion when Olivia Newton-John and the cast and John Travolta got together and sung some songs on stage for the 25th release party of the DVD, which is one of my favorite special features they have on here. And they also have a couple of new special features on here, talking to like the director and some of the cast members, and and talking about the staying power and how this movie still stays in pop culture, and how it's never really faded and stuff, which I thought was really, really cool to see on here. But a lot of the older special features, I'm not gonna lie, are better than the new ones that they added on here. But you're getting this one pretty much for the transfer quality The transfer on this one was absolutely amazing. I can't really complain because I love this movie ever since I grew growing up. You know, being in theater, musical theater. I was never really a singer or anything like that. I was in a show called Bye Bye Birdie when I was in elementary school, and a couple of other plays like Scrooge growing up as a kid. I haven't done those. I haven't done stage plays in a long time. I got to get back into that sooner or later. But yeah, that's the Grease, the 40th anniversary here on 4K. If you're a fan of the movie, it's a definite upgrade for me. And next up over here from Lionsgate is a movie called Winchester. This is a film starring Helen Mirren and Sarah Snook here, and it's based on the mystery house, the Winchester Mystery House that's up there in San Jose, and it's about this one lady played by Helen Mirren, the owner of this big house, and all this crazy stuff has happened. People have gone missing, people died, all this crazy stuff has happened in her house, and she's like being haunted by all these ghosts and images and different things, and she's like, I need to figure out a way to get all this stuff out of my house. So she ends up getting like this guy that's sort of maybe a medium, or may know how to fix the problem that's that's going on in her house. So she invites this guy over, and all hell breaks loose pretty much. And you have to kind of watch the movie to find out what happens and how it all unfolds. But it was okay. You know what I mean? It's pretty much one of those horror movies that uses jump scares. You know what I mean? Like, uh-oh, let's turn the mirror this way. Oh, is there anything? Nope. Let's turn the mirror again. Oh, no. Ah, the mirror, there's the ghost. It's like, dumb stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It didn't really feel that unique or special. The acting in here was superb by Helen Mirren and the cast. But, just the scariness factor, it just didn't get me. I wasn't scared by it by any means. Like, the atmosphere and the look of the house and everything was cool and creepy, but the scary elements didn't really scare me, if you know what I'm trying to say here. But you do get a making of featurette on here when they talk about the real mystery house and everything. But it was just okay, nothing super special. And next and last up over here for my video today is the movie that just came out today, and that is Liam Neeson in The Commuter here on 4K. This movie did look amazing in the 4K format here, but the movie itself is just okay. It's like a 6 out of 10 in my opinion. It's pretty much about Liam Neeson's character, who's like 60 years old. He's gonna retire from his job in just a few years, but at the beginning of this movie, he gets fired from his job, and he's always the guy that takes all the trains and buses and all sorts of things to get to work and back home every day. And on the day that he gets fired from his job, he's on the train to go home. He doesn't know how to tell his wife about what just happened, because his wife and his son or daughter is going to college, and his wife just hey, we just booked our kid into college, so hopefully we have the money. And even though he just got fired, so he's kind of like, oh shit, and everything. But yet he's on this train, and he gets approached by this lady saying, hey, there's something in the bathroom. There's all this money in the bathroom. You can have this, but you have to do this for us. And if you don't do it, oh well, you're going to have to do it anyway. And it's pretty much him trying to find a certain person on this train before a certain time, before everyone dies or something bad happens and things. It's kind of like, taken on a train a little bit. You know what I mean? Because the bad people have his wife and his kid. And if he doesn't do what these bad people say, his family's going to die. So it's kind of like I said, taken on a train. It has some fun elements to it. Some decent action scenes, and nicely acted by Liam Neeson. But he's kind of being typecast these days, playing the same kind of role over and over again. You know what I mean? About a distraught father trying to save his family. You know what I mean? It's fine, but after a while, it gets kind of tiresome, just a little bit. If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. It's definitely not a bad movie. It's just a movie that, you've seen over and over again, especially by Liam Neeson. But, yeah, that's The Commuter here on Blu-ray. It looks amazing on 4K. The picture quality really does pop. The colors and all the deep blacks. It looks fantastic. But as a movie, it was just, okay. I hate saying that, but it was just okay. But guys, that's all I have to show and talk to you guys about today for this Hoarding Up video. Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you guys enjoy my videos. And if you haven't yet, check out my last video when I go to Monsterpalooza, hang out with Adam Rifkin, Sean Cool Phillips. Make sure you guys check it out. That'll be the top link in the description box. And I'll see you guys next time.